We saw that abysmal performance. We saw that debacle. We saw that just absolute embarrassment by the Los Angeles Clippers. It was just a travesty, and I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. As a matter of fact, I got a few things I'm gonna show you guys. I got something in the bag right now. I got something for a special occasion. Got some glasses. You feel me? Got the glasses. Hold up. Gotta take the hat off.
You got Lakers?
Got the glasses. You feel me? Me? We got the glasses. You feel me? Hold up. We got the balloons. See, this is some slight work. When we win the championship, it's gonna be 10 times worse. It's gonna be even more insane.
This man gonna come out like Kobe when they repeated if they win the whole thing.
We about to have a party today. You feel me? About to have a party today. Hold up. I'm trying to tie it together. You
this is crazy, man.
Gotta have, what I'm saying? Gotta have the balloons, to celebrate the special occasion, because I remember what all you guys said. The Lakers are gonna lose to the Clippers. The Lakers are just not the better team. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, yay, like, you feel me? I remember what all you haters said. I remember all you naysayers said about the Lakers. They can never beat the Clippers. The Clippers are the better team. The Clippers are unstoppable. They're invincible. The Clippers have dogs on the team. They have Rough Riders on the team. Kawhi Leonard, the best player in the world. He's a closer. Paul George, MVP candidate. Paul George, top 10 player in NBA. Paul George, how did I not forget? This team got two of the best wing defenders. They compare to the 96 Bulls, the 98 Bulls. Like, stop it. Stop all of this bull job, this nonsense. I told you guys from the beginning, y'all overrating the Clippers. They're a great team, don't get me wrong, but they not better than us. They don't have the king. They don't have LeBron James, for crying out loud. They don't have an Anthony Davis. And you know what the Nuggets did to them? You know what the Nuggets exposed about the Los Angeles Clippers? It's that they're a fragile basketball team at the end of the day. All they do is bark, but they never back it up. They don't walk the talk. They're just people that talk trash but never want to back it up. It's like Patrick Beverly want to score 2 points, but guess what? Foul out in one game, foul out in another game. Get cooked by Jamal Murray. Get cooked by Luka Doncic. Who else? Paul George gonna score 14 points. Gonna shoot a three. Was in the fourth quarter in a hit. Like, I forgot. It wasn't even close to the rim. It was absolutely embarrassing. Kawhi Leonard.
What was it? 17, 14 points. Shot 6 for 22. Are you kidding me? That's the best player in the world. Yeah, right. That's the best player in the world.
Max Kellerman trying to say, he's more clutch than Kobe Bryant. Stop it. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Montrezl Harrell getting absolutely abused from Jokic. People saying, he's Dennis Rodman. Get out of here, Dennis Rodman. That's absolutely insane. Then they talk about Zubac. Zubac, he was good at spurts. Trying to compare, what was it? Luke Longley or something. I mean, Luke Longley was kind of trash. I mean, that's a good comparison. But anyway, Lou Williams, Lemon Pepper Lou. Where was you at, my guy? Huh? Supposedly you are supposed to be the closer of the team, according to Skip Bayless. I couldn't find you in the fourth quarter. I remember before the podcast today, I was watching film of the fourth quarter of the Clippers game. And guess what? You know what it was that the Nuggets did on defense? It was vanilla. It was simple defense, elementary defense. I was looking at, they wasn't even really double teaming Kawhi like that. All they did, they had a help side defender in case Kawhi would drive to the basket. But the help side defense was kind of weak. And then also I remember seeing Mason Plumlee whenever Kawhi would go into the post, whatever. And I think Gary Harris was guarding him. Mason Plumlee didn't. He would pretend like he was about to double team him. So it wasn't really a legitimate double team. It was just elementary style defense. And then I'm looking at these guys brick shots after after shots. And I'm like, yo, what is this? You guys are literally choking. It's so vanilla. This is the type of defense you see on AAU teams. AAU versus AAU teams. This is not any like special defense. It's not like the Nuggets have lockdown defenders like the Los Angeles Lakers or anything like that. Like, come on now. I like Gary Harris, but he's not locking nobody. Well, he's a decent defender, but he ain't locking nobody down like that. I like Jamal Murray, but he ain't locking nobody down like that. I like Nikola Jokic, but let's be real. He is not known for his defense. And these guys are getting exposed. These guys not hitting no shots. What's good, Nate? I'm talking right now, so please excuse me. Listen, these guys, Paul George was so bad. I saw this one play. He went in the post. I believe it was on the it was on the baseline, whatever. And he was going to the post, and Nikola Jokic was in the painted area, right in the middle of the paint, right. And I believe Gary Harris and Jamal Murray was guarding him in the post. So Paul George could see Jokic in the paint because he's like 6'9", and what was it, Gary Harris on a good day is like 6'5", Jamal Murray's like 6'3" on a good day. So he was, in the post, backing him down, whatever. And the dude did a spin. He spinned and literally collided into Nikola Jokic. Like, what are you doing? Do a fadeaway. All you have to do is do a fadeaway jumper or like a step back jumper. This man wants to do a spin and then try to do a layup, thinking it's sweet, but really it's not because Jokic is right there standing in the paint. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously. And then I see the Clippers defense. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Because the communication is terrible. Absolutely. I'm looking at Paul George. Oh, so they're gonna try to double team Jamal Murray, right? So he leaves Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic, that's the best player. Why would you leave Nikola Jokic alone? And then he's gonna think that Marquise Morris, Marcus Morris, because we have Marquise Morris. He's gonna think that Marcus Morris can handle Nikola Jokic. Are you freaking kidding me? So then he's gonna try and double Jamal Murray, but guess what happens? Jamal Murray, easy pass to Nikola Jokic, floater, easy. And then it's going to be a couple other plays, and then the Clippers, they keep switching all the damn time. And I'm looking at Montrezl Harrell is guarding Jamal Murray. I'm like, what? Why is Montrezl Harrell guarding Jamal Murray? Even when they didn't switch and they were getting back on defense, Montrezl Harrell was guarding Jamal Murray. And I'm like, what is this? They're literally quitting. And you talking about these are rough diet riders? These are dogs. These guys are, about the playoffs. They taking the playoffs seriously. That's why they low managed during the season. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is the team you guys thought was going to win the championship? While the Lakers are over here, we grinding, we doing it the right way. We not saying nothing. We not talking. We not barking. We not like Patrick Beverly that tells Stephen Curry, hey, your run is over. The next 5 years is off. We not out here doing that. We're out here doing our business, winning 50-plus games. LeBron James in his 17th season is still dominating the game, still number one in the NBA. Anthony Davis was robbed Defensive Player of the Year, in my opinion, actually, and he's still being Anthony Davis like usual.
You mean the Lakers?
You said what? What you say?
You mean the Lakers, man? Keep going.
Hold on. I'm just talking about the team. The team, we wasn't saying nothing. We were being we were being cordial. We being, real quiet. You feel me? Clippers, on the other hand, they want to bark. They want to be loud. They want to look at Damian Lillard when he missed them 2 free throws and laugh in his face. And Paul George's gonna go on Twitter and start talking trash and everything. And Patrick Beverly going to talk trash on Twitter. I'm like, y'all, Paul George, that's not you. Stop. Be quiet, Pandemic P. You forget who you are? You're Pandemic P. You're, what's his name? Playoff P. And this before the playoffs. So karma is real because Paul George wasn't even playing that bad. But then when the playoffs roll around, you already know what happens. My man is shooting bricks like crazy. If Paul George, I saw this tweet on Twitter. If Paul George was the shooter who was trying to shoot Tupac would still be alive. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
That.
My man be bricking so badly, man. I be thinking he trying to hurt people. Like it's just bad out here. It's just bad, man. But guess what? The Lakers, we advanced to the Western Conference Finals. Like I said, we gonna win the championship. Like I said. And everybody's gonna be wrong. Everybody's gonna be mad. Everybody's gonna be looking hella stupid because I've been saying this from the beginning. And you best believe right now, this is not even, I'm gonna even have more in coming. Because the next time when we win the championship, it's gonna be 10 times worse, baby. This is just a small sample size. This is just something, a little taste of what's to come when we win the championship. And I already told the basketball guys that, listen, forgive me for what I'm about to do because I'm only going to do this twice ever because after that, I'm not going to be going super insane anymore because I'm going to be used to winning and stuff because we haven't won so long and all these freaking years where I heard people at school, people at lunch, people trying to tell me the Lakers are trash. I remember wearing a Laker hat and people were like, you a Laker fan? They trash. I remember those years. I remember those hard times. Y'all don't know about them hard times. Nobody cares about the Wizards. Nobody cares about these trash teams like the Phoenix Suns. Nobody cares about
telling
those
me
teams.
LeBron ain't about this, LeBron ain't about that. Shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't dealing with that nigga.
Yeah, man.
Same energy.
What we're gonna get is basically you in a messed up, in a plastic clown making a 40-minute monologue. That's what's gonna happen.
That's what it sounds like. It's gonna be that plus the
talk about how you were bullied for wearing the Lakers hat when you were only 5 years. Terrible.
Hold up. First of all,
Brandon, it's gonna be that, and he gonna have the Kobe jacket on.
You talked for 10 minutes, Aaron. You talked for 10 minutes. You had me out for 10 minutes. You talking about something? Lakers were like, when was last? What?
I thought this was AA Sports the way you were ran.
That man talking.
Bro, this man did best Stephen A. Smith should just do the whole monologue right there, bro.
You gonna do a monologue?
Did you write that?
I ain't writing nothing down. That was from the heart. I don't need to write
You
nothing
did some
down.
jumping jacks for that.
That man been trying for 2 years.
What public speaking class did you take? Because I need it.
Aaron been playing this since LeBronzo.
Listen, I'm like Jay-Z when it comes to this type of stuff. I don't need to write stuff down. I can freestyle on the fly. I'm just natural at it. I'm just great when it comes to this type of stuff.
This would be warranted if y'all were in the finals. You're in the Western Conference. You're not even out the Western Conference.
This is what happens when you have LeBron and AD, Brandon. You just get that confident.
Hey,
I don't know what that was like, but I don't have LeBron and AD, so I don't know what that's like.
Hey, but the whole Clippers situation was hilarious, bro. I'm on Twitter. I see that the Clippers lost. I'm seeing everybody talk, like literally everybody, people who don't even watch basketball, just clowning the Clippers, bro. There were full-on females, bad ones that I know do not care about basketball, clowning the Clippers, bro. Like, how can you be that bad that you have a whole app talking about you? That's bad.
Oh, it's so funny because I remember when they got Kawhi, they got Paul George. I remember seeing Lemon Pepper Lou and Patrick Beverly smiling in the video.
We don't need monologue, son. We don't need another 10-minute monologue. You got anything to say about
no.
Explain. Hold on. Explain to me what happened, Brian. Explain to me what happened to your Clippers. Because I want to know, how did they blow a 3-1 lead? Like, seriously, this is supposed to be the best team in the league.
Oh, I did not know we had a Clippers fan in here. Hold on.
He's not
Nate, calm down now. Calm down. First of all, I want to say that these are not my Clippers because I am a Celtics fan. But
that's right.
I picked the Clippers to win the championship. The reason why, and this may just be very basic, was because the Clippers had a full team and then they just dropped Kawhi Leonard and PG onto that team. Meanwhile, after trading AD, it didn't seem like the Lakers had enough pieces this year, even with grabbing Danny Green and getting a few role players. It didn't seem like their bench was going to be strong enough if they had to go up against the Clippers. So that's why I had the Clippers winning. Now, for them to be up 3-1 and lose, there is no excuse for that. The only thing I can say is Doc Rivers did not make any adjustments. He definitely played to the Nuggets' strengths because Jokic likes to facilitate, and he allowed Jamal Murray to be a scorer. And once he did that, it was over. It was over for the Clippers. There was nothing they were going to be able to do. Kawhi, you're the best player on the planet. You're not the best player. I never said you were the best player on the planet, but you're the best player on the Clippers. You have to take over right there. If that was LeBron, we would have been killing him forever for that. So if you're the best player on the team, you got to find a way to win Game 7. You're not playing the 7.
You know, this what Doc Rivers did. This just goes to show just how arrogant and cocky the Clippers are. Because just looking at some of their defensive schemes, they were just so basic, so vanilla. Unlike the Lakers, who actually tried to come up with a good defensive scheme that actually tried to become creative when it comes to defense. Because when I watched the Nuggets game last night, I actually saw some good defensive schemes. I actually saw some actually effective double teams. Because I remember I saw one play where the Lakers, they were double teaming Jamal Murray. Then when Joker got the ball, they double teamed Joker. Like it was, different set of schemes. Like it wasn't just one basic ass AAU style scheme, high school ass scheme. Like it was actually some creativity into it, actually some thought into it. See, Doc Rivers, I'm looking at the adjustments he made. It was actually absolutely pathetic. I was looking at.
Are you a Clippers fan? I'm just saying, you really observing. You really out here watching the Clippers, huh? You never miss a Clippers game, do you?
Listen. It's like
the Clippers are referee in his head, Brandon.
You really out here studying the Clippers, huh?
Remember when I was a Washington, the football team fan, and I used to watch. Obviously, when you're Washington, the football team fan,
I never anybody hate on another team, but watch every game they play.
The Cowboys. Hold on. I used to watch like almost every Cowboys game, and when I was a Washington, the football fan, that name still trying to get good to me.
Why you watch your Cowboys?
Because I love to hate on them because I was a Washington, the football team fan.
You really are a professional hater, man. Like I've never known anybody who takes the time out their day to watch the teams they don't like. They actually hate.
It's entertaining.
I'm gonna say really dislike and watch the whole study.
It's therapeutic.
At the end of the day, you were giving them ratings. You were giving the Cowboys ratings.
You said what? You said what, Nick?
He was giving the Cowboys ratings. From a former Washington football team fan, I am disappointed.
I love watching the Cowboys because they always do something stupid, and then I just laugh about it. It's very therapeutic. It's very, it just fills my day with joy watching the Cowboys because I already know what's going to happen. They'll do something stupid like they did last week.
That's only supposed to be for the fans, big dog.
You want like they're not going to win the division anyway by default, bro. They're going to win the division by default, son.
It depends, bro. We're going to see what Philly look like this year.
Philly look injured to me. I mean,
right now they look injured, but they were injured last year and still found a way to win the division.
Hey, man. unless the Cowboys really bomb it that bad, unless you really fuck up because you saw the offense.
Bro, who do you think Dallas is, bro?
I know Dallas is chokers, but
who do you think Dallas is, bro? We always say they have a Super Bowl roster, and then they always find a way to either miss the playoffs or lose in the first round.
The Cowboys have not been threat to the rest of high school.
You said what?
Unless you think Dak's gonna turn into 2007 Tom Brady, I don't know what you think.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. It's just, bro. There's no good teams in the NFC East. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Maybe
it's never a good team. What are you talking? It's never a good team except 2017. Besides the Eagles Super Bowl run, when has there ever been a good team? Like seriously,
this needs to be the only time when there's Super Bowl runs in our division.
I mean, you got the Giants. They won like 2 Super Bowls within 2000, so it's not like it's bad.
That was a long time ago. That was like
hey, they got more rings than the Lakers though. They got more rings than 2010s than the Lakers.
Wow! Oh my God! What they do? Matter of fact, hold up, we tied. What are you talking about? Because 2010 we won a championship and the Giants won a championship. Now we tied. What do you mean? You got nothing to say on that, huh? You got nothing to say, bro. Nah, but yo, I mean, we could transition to football because I want to like get you guys' reaction,
Okay.
and then we could talk about this game and our predictions.
All I gotta say, Aaron, I think it's a little too early for you to pull out the crown and all that, man.
Listen, like I said, this is just a teaser. This is just a taste of what's to come.
You can
This
be
is
gentle.
nothing special.
Because look how the Nuggets came back in 2-3-1 deficits. Are you really think they're that bad?
You know what LeBron said? We build different. That's what it is. We build different because we're not like the Clippers. We're not the Clippers. So stop trying to compare us to the Clippers, to the Utah Jazz with Donovan. Like, come on now. Stop it, bro. We built different. And you know this. You know this.
And you know this, man.
All right, man.
But